Sign up to the SBR Network and use your free daily bet points to earn real-world prizes. Click on the page and start winning now.
Welcome everyone, I'm Jordan Sharp. After an amazing game number 4 performance by the Miami Heat and LeBron James, the Heat take a 3-1 series lead in the Eastern Conference Finals as we head back to Indiana for game number 5. And the Heat in the NBA odds come in finally as favorites on the road at -2 with a total of 184 points. And not only was LeBron James amazing, but the Pacers just completely fell apart in game number 4, back to being old Pacers again, and bad Pacers again, excuse me. And I think that even though they have played better in spots during this series, the Indiana Pacers have just been no match, the Miami Heat have just been no match for the Indiana Pacers, and it's really culminated, I think, after that game 4 with Paul George complaining after the end of the game about the officiating. That's the signs of a frustrated player right there, when you're complaining of the officiating after losing 3 straight games. And Lance Stephenson just had an awful game, along with Roy Hibbert in game number 4. I think it's really starting to fall apart in Indiana. And I think game number 5, Miami, even though they are on the road, will probably put the last nail in the proverbial coffin. So at -2, I do think they have a little bit of value here. Still on the road, it would be their 4th straight cover if they can indeed do it, but we've taken advantage of the last 3, and I'm going for the 4 straight here, with Miami now 5-1 against the spread in their last 6 games overall against the Indiana Pacers, both this regular and postseason. In their last 10 postseason games, Indiana Pacers are giving up 97 points per game, which is a far cry from where their defense was earlier in the season, when they were giving up less than 90 points per game at home on the year. But really, like I said earlier, the Heat, I think, have figured out how to counteract the Indiana Pacers' big lineup. Norris Cole, Ray Allen both played huge roles, especially Cole in game number 4. Had a very good game stepping up, and even with the Birdman injured, Chris Bosh had a very good game, finally broke out in this series, and if he's playing well, the Pacers just have absolutely zero chance here. Even with the game in Indiana here for game number 5, I don't think it's going to be much difference here. The Heat really haven't taken much into account, whether it's home or road. It really doesn't matter for them. Either way, I think they're going to come in and realize that they need to get this series over with so they can get some rest, while the Thunder and the Spurs are duking it out with one another in the Western Conference. So Miami going small again, likely going to happen, going to frustrate the Indiana Pacers. LeBron will probably once again have a huge game, even though he's on the road, and I think the Heat take care of business, lock things up in the East on Thursday evening here, or Wednesday evening, excuse me, game number 5. So add Heat -2 to your NBA picks for that one. Best of luck to you on that one. If there's still time, make sure you check out my play on game number 4 of the Spurs and the Thunder as well. But until then, I'm Jordan Sharp, and this has been another edition of the Sharp Pick.